everyone, it's Brianna, and this video is going to be about the 7 things that I'm going to do to reset and start a new job. So as you guys know, I was a prosecutor, then I went to criminal defense, and now I'm going to be doing civil defense. So I thought it would be really interesting and fun to kind of share with you guys some things that I think are important to reset and get into a mind space of relaxation and just kind of getting your mind in a position where it's going to be challenged in a different way. So obviously when I went to law school, since I've been in law school, I knew criminal law was what I wanted to do. And now that I'm older and kind of see that there are different opportunities and things, I don't want to shut myself off or cut myself off to one type of law. And so I decided to apply to a civil firm and ended up getting that position, and now I have a couple of weeks in between to kind of reset and prepare myself for this new challenge. And so I wanted to talk to you guys about what I think would be very beneficial before starting a new job if you have time to do so. I'm not sure if I told you guys this before, but when I went for criminal prosecution, my last day was Wednesday. I had my going away party that Thursday and got my hair done and all that other stuff. And then that Friday, I started my new job, moved into my office, did all of those things. And so I immediately jumped into work, immediately started, getting everything done. And I think I would have benefited from a little bit of time off just to make sure that I wasn't burnt out or anything. I think I was obviously still able to do my job. Everything was fine. But if I can set up a way that I can have a little bit more time to myself and a time to regroup, then I think it's important to take advantage of those opportunities for self-care and things like that. So the 7 things that I think are important to do before starting a new job. The first thing that I think is important is going on a mini vacation or a big vacation if you can. So again, you can reset and regroup for the next challenge. Okay. So the second thing is reading books or occupying your mind in some way so that you are, continuing to maintain the brain activity and the concentration that you were doing at your last job. So I have been researching stocks. I've also been reading books that I've been meaning to read forever. So I'm getting back into Michelle Obama's Becoming, which is a great book. I finished finally, it's called Silencing the Chatterbox or something like that by Stephen Furtick, talking about listening to God's voice above all the other ones, above self-doubt, things like that. Just things that will help you with creativity. Obviously reading my devotionals, the Bible, trying to read as much of that as possible now that I have a lot of free time. And also brushing up on this new area of law. Talk to some of my friends who are in that area of law and try to reacquaint myself with the civil law and things like that. And so also to piggyback off of that, I have 3 other things that are all kind of related to that topic. So I need to review the rules of evidence again. I obviously use the rules of evidence as a trial attorney in criminal law. However, there are also additional rules of admissibility and things like that that apply to civil trials, specifically the types of trials that I'm going to be doing. And so I think it's important to kind of see, what rules I need to follow and things when it comes to admissibility of expert witnesses and things like that, and just kind of brushing up on the case law when it comes to those areas. The next thing that I want to review is the rules of civil procedure. I have a little bit of nuances that I want to brush up on since taking the bar, and I think a way to kind of do that is to watch trials, actually read the rules and kind of see everything in practice, so that if I have questions and things, I can start working on that before I get into my new job and kind of just walk in saying, hey guys, teach me everything that you have. So the next 2 things are kind of clutter and organization related. So essentially I have a lot of clothing, a lot of things in my house that I really need to get rid of. I'm probably going to do some of that tomorrow and in the coming weeks because I just am really tired of looking at my closet with clothes upon clothes upon clothes falling out on everything. I can donate a lot of that stuff, and so I want to get to that and get to it as soon as possible. And so obviously this time is time that I can have to myself to declutter, to kind of get myself organized so I'm not overwhelmed by all the items that I have that don't necessarily need to be in my closet anymore. And the last item is adjusting or readjusting my budget. So I kind of strayed away from doing that in recent months just because everything's on auto pay. I didn't really have to think about it. But since getting my house rented and not having to worry about a mortgage or, you know, Dominion bills or water bills or things like that, I need to readjust my budget to make sure that I'm allocating my money in ways that will benefit me later. Whether it's, okay, set aside half of what would go to my mortgage to whatever accidents may occur with the house specifically, and putting that in a easily accessible savings account or something like that. So yeah, I just really want to make sure that I set myself up for success, that I put myself in a position where I'm organized and not super stressed out in areas that I don't need to be stressed out about. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.